What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we're here for another Manchester City transfer update. Transfer update number 26. Before we crack on with the video, I just want to say that if you could subscribe with notifications on, you'll be kept up in the loop with all the latest exclusives, with things that are going on in the Manchester City world, with all the news, latest transfer updates, and anything else happening around Manchester City and the CFG. So subscribe, notifications on, I'll keep you all up to date. We're going to crack on with the video though, and we've got several bits of news. We're going to start with the ins, and they're quite interesting, some of these. Now, the Italian media outlet Corriere dello Sport, we dealt with them before. They're saying that Manchester City want to capitalise on the little crisis that's going on at AC Milan, and they want to step ahead and sign Leonardo Bonucci. Manchester United are also interested. Now, Leonardo Bonucci signed for AC Milan, I think it was for around £40 million. He's been there for a season. He's not unsettled there, he's just apparently frustrated with the situation now. AC Milan's been banned from Europe, I think for a season. Someone's been saying 2, some have been saying a season. But yeah, they're banned from Europe. He wants to play European football. Manchester City were linked with him whilst he was at Juventus. He signed for AC Milan. He's 31 years old. He's a very good centre-back. Man City continue to get linked with centre-backs, even though we signed Aymeric Laporte back in January. I'm not too sure that we are after a centre-back, however, but Bonucci is a world-class player. Very good centre-back. Very well organised. A good passer of the ball. You know, if Man City wants to make a deal there, they could make a deal there. Interesting that Manchester United are also after him. Manchester United do want a centre-back though, so maybe Man City's name are getting tooted there just to put the money up, but we'll keep an eye on the situation. I'd have no problem with having Bonucci in our team. I think he's a very good player, and certainly improve our side. Now next up, and it's quite an interesting one this, we're dealing with the Belgium left-back, De Winter. Now he plays for a team called Zulte Waregem in Belgium. He's only very young, he's an under-16 player, so you probably won't have heard of him. Monaco are favourites to sign him. They're also interested along with Man City and Borussia Dortmund, and it reminds me a lot of the Tielemans deal. Now you remember Man City was strongly linked with him last summer. He ended up signing for Monaco. He's now in the Belgium World Cup squad. Now he's getting linked with Manchester City. Monaco are favourites, and I reckon they'll probably steal our thunder again. This is coming via Belgian media outlet HLN. I don't know how reliable they are, but they're good at dealing with Belgium youngsters apparently. So I imagine there is some water there. Manchester City are always looking for youngsters. And talking of youngsters, it moves us on to our next player. Manchester City are probably going to be signing an England under-16 player called Ben Knight from Ipswich in a deal worth up to £1 million. This is coming from the Academy blog. Again, reliable, quite reliable, dealing with youngsters as well. There's not always a lot of information coming from young players because they never really have official confirmation that they join Manchester City. It's just one day you see a picture of them there at training and you know that they're now a Manchester City player. But Man City are looking to boost their youngsters, and it's a much needed boost for Man City and the youth academy, considering we're going to be losing a couple of players. We already lost Bobby Duncan obviously to Liverpool, so we're trying to capitalise by poaching other youngsters. We have to be careful when you're dealing with this because you can get in a lot of trouble for tapping up players. But yeah, looking at a couple of young players there. We've had no updates in terms of other ins, so obviously we're looking at Riyad Mahrez, particularly Jorginho. We've not had any updates over the weekend, but apparently we're going to be having a Jorginho update at some point today. So stay tuned for tomorrow's transfer update, and we'll have the latest on Jorginho. Some media outlets, even Sky Sports, have been reporting that Jorginho could be imminent to Manchester City, so we could have something announced in the next 24 hours. I hope so. Nice to have something cleared up, so make sure you do stay tuned, subscribe, and put notifications on so you'll be notified tomorrow of when I've uploaded. We've got one bit of the outs, and it's probably one of the most strangest outs that I'll deal with all summer. Now, I'm dealing with 3 different sources here, so I'm going to take you through the story. But Manu Garcia, whilst I've been away, if you check my Instagram, you'll see where I've been yesterday, but I didn't upload any Man City transfer updates. I managed to knock out a quick England review. If you want to go check that out, you can. But yeah, while I've been away, there've been developments on Manu Garcia. Now, he's wanted by teams in England, Spain, the Netherlands and France on loan. It's thought that he'd be going to Toulouse. Now, Manchester City are thought to want to loan him, but there's reports are unclear as to whether they want to loan him or sell him permanently. But apparently, the Dutch sources were saying that. Then the MEN came in and got involved and said that they want Toulouse to be part of the CFG, the City Football Group, and they were going to loan him to Toulouse, and that's going to be announced next week. Now, it was also getting reported by the other Dutch source, which was saying that Manu Garcia would be turning up for pre-season with Manchester City and he'd be training there first and foremost before heading out on loan or on a permanent deal. And then sources from Spain got involved, and they were saying that Ajax, Girona and Espanyol were also wanting him along with Toulouse, and that Espanyol had actually overtaken Toulouse. So we're dealing with 3 different sources from 3 different countries saying 3 different things, and Espanyol had moved ahead of the pecking order. It wasn't clear whether they were looking for a loan move or a permanent move, but apparently they'd made an offer for Manu Garcia. So there's a lot of contradicting reports, but what I am certain of is that Manu Garcia won't be wearing a Manchester City shirt next season. Whether that's loan or a permanent move, I really do not know. But if you leave in the comments below what you think of this Manu Garcia situation. Would you rather Manu Garcia stays around the first team and trades with Manchester City? Would you have Man City sell him and put a buyback fee in there? Or would you loan him for another season and see how he does? Obviously, he's already had successful loan periods already to start with. Are we exploiting these young players and just sending them out on loan for the sake of sending them out on loan? Do you think we should be selling them? But yeah, very interesting situation with regards to Man City's policy and youngsters. But apparently Manchester City are trying to improve on their situation in terms of academy players and academy prospects. Yeah, very interesting. There we go. That's been the video. I know it's been a bit of a slow one. There's not been that much of a development over the last 24 hours. So I'm hoping the next 24 hours we'll have much more for me to be able to report on. And hopefully we'll have an update on that Jorginho deal that's been promised by Sky Sports. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if the transfer is imminent, that it might be happening. And we might have more news as of tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to check out my social media links. I'll keep you up to date whilst I'm not on YouTube. So you can check out my Twitter, you can go follow me on there, and you'll be able to keep up to date. I'll retweet all of my sources and everything that's coming up, so you'll know exactly what's coming up in my video in the next day. So you can go follow me on that, link to that in the description below. And like I said, if you're interested in what I'm doing whilst I'm away from YouTube and doing stuff that I'm going away in places like that, you can go check out my Instagram. Yeah, I'll keep you up to date on there. And also you can check out my email. If you've got any business inquiries, you can hit me up on my email, which is in the description below too. And we've also got my second channel, my brother's partner channel, Mixed, doing mixology drinks. I'll leave the link to them at the end of the video. You can go like and subscribe over there. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next Manchester City transfer update. So I'll see you then. It's been JSGC. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. World Cup football's back on. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the heat, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Peace. Ciao for now.